It's your boy, Small World Floyd. Joining me today, you watching YouTube with Floyd. Today we got a 2K26 matchup. Toronto Raptors versus the Indiana Pacers. It's a variation of the old players mixed with the young to see who will be the greatest team of all time for that went down. Right? And I'm gonna find out. So right now, we're gonna be the Indiana Pacers. Let's go.
Now to the good part.
Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. This is Ryan Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for the game against the Hawks, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. They've got DeMar DeRozan, and it's Carter in at the 3. And for Indiana, George out there with Haliburton, and it's Daniels in at the 5. Still so early in the season, Clark. I'd have to think any stats or averages get taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you haven't had enough run.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
big finish.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing bounce.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. BA, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Shot's good by Granger.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And again, Toronto, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look for mid-range there.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And so here is Toronto. 6-point game. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
DeRozan against George. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. They're running. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
How about Haliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Raptors trail by 3. DeRozan outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Toronto passing it around. DeRozan outside. Oh, George with a steal. And Haliburton, the bucket on the assist by George. Haliburton's got 6.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Haliburton, the pass to Daniels. Now here's George. Pass to Haliburton. No good on the triple. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Carter, the pass to Stoudemire. Throws it up high. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob. Indiana leading by 3 to the paint. Back to George. From the elbow, DeMar DeRozan grabs the miss. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Driving inside, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
DeRozan's always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
First one falls for him. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the 2nd NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Granger passes to Haliburton. Here's Granger, clock at 6. Up and over Carter. Indiana again missing. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside. There's a screen. Stoudemire, the pass to Bosch. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive.
Here's Haliburton, off with the layup. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Stoudemire, off target with the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Granger. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Carter. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yes, sir. Chris Bosh finishing with purpose.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Teams will make substitutions. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
Pacers trail by 3. George outside. Back to Haliburton. George outside. Haliburton outside. Here's Daniels, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 so far. Leonard for 3, and he buries his first look.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Haliburton against Barnes. George passes to O'Neal. Outside for Haliburton. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Leonard. And now the Raptors on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
So much fun to have Leonard operating in the open floor.
And here's Haliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 6. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Haliburton finds George, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Both good from the line that time. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Greg.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Kicks it to George. That's good. And Haliburton gets the assist. George has got 6 points.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
With the step back, Carter on the wing. Misses the 3.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Stolen by Carter. And the basket by Leonard. He's got 9. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
He's checked in for Indiana. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The Pacers in 5th.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together. I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Artest. 3-pointer off the mark. Toronto leading by 6. On the wing, DeRozan. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. DeRozan's got 9.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And they pick up 2.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Haliburton. And the basket by DeRozan.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Haliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, BA. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Raptors lead by 6. Pass to Leonard. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Haliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
Here's Ingram, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Bosch, and that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Haliburton's shot is good.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to McGrady. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought win for them. Couldn't finish the job in regulation, but things came together for them in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Raptors out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.